Hey guys, Amy again. Welcome back. Since I had everything out, I thought I would just go ahead and start on the background so I can finish these pockets. And I am going to need to, since this butts up with this one, and like I said, we're going to rip this off at an angle. So just this is going to show, not this. So I don't need to do anything to the side. I did put a little bit of washi here in for extra support. I may have showed that on the last video, I can't remember. But here's the page that we just finished tonight. I think that these are 3 pages glued together. These are 4 pages glued together. Like I said, I'm saving the back here so that I can put drawers in there, but I'm going to wait till I get a couple more layouts done up front here. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I don't have anything to really, I don't have any wax paper by me, is what I'm getting at. So I'm just going to put a book page underneath here. So 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to glue all 3 of those pages together with Mod Podge. Sorry guys. I'm gonna have to fill my Mod Podge up pretty soon. So here's the 3rd page. I'll just go ahead and put a bunch of Mod Podge on there. These are going to be nice, sturdy pages to this book. And this book isn't going to have as many as the last book. I'm really taking my time to do the backgrounds on these, and yeah, I've kind of been looking in other places for focal points, but like it's gonna be a while before I get my niche on that, because I'm new to thinking outside the box. I'm a rubber stamper, crafter at heart, scrapbooker, so everything was always so precise when you're working with creating cards and greeting cards, and you know, this is bringing in more of what is deep inside of you, I think. So we got the 3 sides glued together over here. Now there's a problem. I just noticed. I've got like a gap here, and I am not going to bring another page over here to this side. So I'm going to have to just put washi tape down to support that, or a ribbon or something. I think at this point we're going to have to put some washi tape. I want to try to find the same. I think that came in some Happy Meal, so I'll be right back. I found it. This is that wonderful Happy washi tape that I received from Rhonda Lou's Happy Meal. So thank you, Rhonda. You gave me a ton of it. I've already used it in several different places. Not just in here. So fun. Let's just add a little bit of support. I do have masking tape somewhere, but it's blue. So just Mod Podge this in here and hope. Look at that. I still have quite a bit left of that. Thank you so much, Rhonda Lou. Okay, last time I put it down before I started painting, and so I didn't get the orange on there, because the orange was my first color. Alright, I'm going to go put a little bit more Mod Podge. There we go. So now, I think what I'm going to do, I've got this thing that I received from Kat, these borders, and since I don't have any wax paper, I'm going to take these borders out, which are so cool. I'm going to use them in Jackson's Smash Book or my Smash Book or whatever. And we'll put these in the Smash Book bucket. And I'm going to use this packaging kind of as stuff there. All right, so we're going to have to put book pages down now on this and on this. Now, when I did that on here, if there were any photos, I left those. And that's why you can kind of see a discoloration, which I thought was cool. And they were really cool pictures of artwork. I can't remember, of plants, but now I can't remember what they were. So, so like this one here, you know, I'll just kind of go around it and I just want to fill in all the white space. And we'll just go ahead and start up here. And if I overlap a little bit, I overlap a little bit. Not a big deal. Go. I do want it to hang over a little bit because it catches the paint. Quite messy. Part. It's a little bit time consuming, but I like this part because you get to start to kind of think about what you want to do to the pages, and that's the relaxing part. So I'm probably not going to be filming this part a whole lot just because it's my quiet time. I'm just going to go in and fill up as much of this white space as I can. I'm going to do that to this page right here, and then go over to this page right here. And then we'll come back for the painting part. That's the fun part. Okay, so I did get some wax paper and put it underneath to protect this old guy. And then this is almost dry, but I put wax paper underneath it and right here so that I could put some book pages in this white space here. Hey guys. Okay, so we're at the point where I've got all the white space taken care of on this side. Oop, we're sticking a little bit here, so I'm going to flip this wax paper over. Getting a little bit of this, but that's okay because I can go back over that with the Stabilo. Sorry about my arm. Okay. Let me try this again. Shippers. All right, so this side is wet. This side over here, is pretty much dry, okay? But because this side is wet, I'm going to start here. And the color that I used first in the center was orange. And I just have, you want to make sure you have quite a bit of water. You want your acrylic paints to be watered down. Well, let me just back up a little bit. I've got this orange, the apple barrel orange. And then my second layer is apple tart green. So pumpkin orange, apple tart green. And then my third layer is bright yellow. Okay. So I don't care that this is still wet when I apply the first layer, which is going to be orange. Actually, I do not want my layout underneath to get paint on it. So I'm going to put double the wax paper. And I just go ahead and squirt some of my orange paint on there. And then even though I just put a couple drops of water, I use the same brush that I use for the Mod Podge. And make sure that you've got enough water, because otherwise the alcohol won't react correctly. Trust me, I've practiced many a times. So, and these book pages, man, they soak in the paint and the Mod Podge like crazy. So you want to make sure kind of that you have your alcohol ready and on hand, which I do. Okay, so I've got my rubbing alcohol, which is 91%, and I just put it in a little cup like this, which is an old applesauce container, and then I just start dripping. Get too big, and then I'll just kind of tap. But if I want really big, bold ones, you kind of have to pick up quite a bit of the rubbing alcohol and just let it drop. Now there's, I think, lots of different things you can use. I like the large and the small dropples. And they kind of make like cells. You can't go back and add water, so this is it. You want to make sure you have enough water with the acrylic paint. And you can see how wet this is. In fact, I am going to kind of dry up the center a little bit. Alcohol. There. Okay, that's about how I like it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You can see the different cells forming. So I'm going to leave that dry flat, and then we will do the second layer. Hi guys, Amy here. So I never did get back to this last night. We had a window here where it was nice and bright and shiny, and then all of a sudden the sun went down again. So I apologize for my lighting, but you can see how this turned out perfectly. The only thing is I'm not going to make the pockets after all. I decided that I don't want the ties, because I would have to tie these two pages together to make the pocket. I don't want the ties showing up on this page. So I'm going to do a pocket page in the front later on down the road. So for this one, I'm going to have to do like a window. So this will be my window. All right. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to put book pages again around these white spaces and do the same thing that I did to this, because this is going to show on both sides now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put the book pages down. The other thing that I'm going to do is when I make the window, I am going to put a piece of acetate in between so that when I turn the pages, the focal point will show on both sides. You'll see as I get going in it further. And in order to do that, unfortunately, I have to add a couple book pages right here once I get the painting done. So I'm going to glue these 2 pages of book pages together. I'm going to add more book pages all around the white space on both sides. Or I'm sorry, just on this side, because this will be glued together with the acetate in between. I hope that makes sense. I will show you in a minute. Okay, so here we are. Again, it's super dark here. It's been raining so much that it's just, my yard looks like a jungle. It's dark and gloomy. I want the sun. I need the sun. Anyways, I glued the book pages down. So remember, we're switching now because I'm ignoring this page that I did last night. I'm just focusing on these 3. I also put the book pages down on the extra sheet, which is going to get glued inside here when you close that. So, oh, I guess I didn't need to put book pages down on this side. Jeepers, you guys. What am I doing? Yeah, so that was a waste of time. Oh, well. Okay, so as I continue to work, I keep realizing that I'm messing things up big time. And what I mean by that is I got this extra page done, as you can see, so that we're all caught up with this page. And again, my thought is to insert this page in here and put a piece of acetate between. So I'm going to cut a hole out of this one and glue this to that, so I didn't need to put book pages on here. But I did anyway, so I just made this page super duper thick. It's going to be hard to cut through, but while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to set this out of the way. All right, and bring this in. And I don't know where my little mini cutting board is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece of substrate that I have. A girlfriend of mine stenciled that on there for me, but I think I'm going to redo this. Sorry, Monique. Not today, but in the future. So I'm just using the back of it to do as my cutting board for now. So I'm going to set that inside here. And then take my ruler and my X-Acto blade and try to cut like a rectangle or something. So let's give that a shot while that other thing is drying. Let's see, this is about 9. So I'm just going to eyeball it. And I think we're just going to cut a rectangle. Oops. Ooh. I am like carving. I am carving the darn ruler. It's funny. I think I need a different ruler to do this. So it hasn't even gone through at all. And I don't care if it's perfectly straight. Okay. Then I want to go over about, I don't know. Okay, cool. About 3 inches. Got a little door there. That's kind of cool too. It's going the wrong way. So next time, next one. Try to make these lines up the best that I can here. There we go. So there's our window. And this I can use as a tag later on. So it's probably a good thing that the book pages are done on this side, but was not necessary. Although it will make this page sturdy. So that part's done. And now I'm going to find a piece of acetate that I like that will kind of match these colors. And I will be back to show you that. So I've got a couple choices here of acetate. I've got this, these are both from the Planner Society. So we've got the checkerboard, which you got to remember this is going to be behind it. Well, there'll be an image behind it, you know. So we got a focal point image that'll go there. So we've got this one, or we have this one with the rose gold polka dots. And then when you flip it, the other side is silver. So let's see how that looks. So we got the silver behind. That's what it looks like with the silver. And then the rose gold. I think this is my winner. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to cut it down so it fits inside here. And then we're going to go ahead and glue it to the back of here. But I can't glue my sheet over it until I'm done because I don't want to get paint all over this. So that's what I chose. Okay, so we are finished now with cutting out the acetate window. The next step is to add our second layer of color. And I protected my old farmer with 2 sheets of wax paper because I'm so paranoid I'm going to get paint all over him. Okay, so I am going to rinse out my jar of orange. We're just gonna go for it. So again, this is apple tart. I got some water here. I'm just gonna drop a little bit. Mix it in with my paint right on the page. And then, like I said, this is why I have 2 pieces of wax paper. Oop, I don't want that blob. I don't want that blob. Shoot. You gotta work fast. That green all over. And here's where you're gonna see some really cool effects now. Take my paintbrush, just drop circles. I try not to touch it. I try to get enough that just drops on its own. Ooh, yeah. See, that's cool. I'm gonna splatter some small ones around. Do a couple more big ones. You're never gonna get the same result twice, ever. All has to do with the amount of water you mix in with the paint and how fast the paint dries and all of that, how quick you are with the alcohol. Cool. I'm gonna leave that. Maybe not. All right. Again, my spine is gonna weaken if it stays all wet. So I'm just gonna kind of dab the spine a little bit. Make sure it's not dripping. And then we are just gonna leave this right here. I'm not gonna move it because, like I said, I don't want to get any paint on our farmer guy. There, cool, cool, cool. And once you get the third layer on there, it's even more amazing, as you can see over here on this side. See the difference? So, yeah, that third layer is going to add a lot. We're ready for the third layer. It's all nice and dry. Got my wax paper underneath, protecting the old farmer. And we're doing our third layer. This is the yellow. This is our final layer. A little bit more yellow. I always put too much paint on. What I should have is one of my junk journals over here so I can use the extra paint to color up some of those pages. I gotta remember to do that next time, but I have to hurry up and get this layout done because tomorrow I have my grandson and I have to mow the lawn yet, and vacuum, and grocery shop. So I've got a lot to do this evening. I've got my yellow, and here is where you'll see the really true dramatic effects. I love it when all 3 colors are on there. Just adds something. The piece that is going to adhere to this side, create our window. The acetate in between is not quite dry yet for, I think I'm gonna leave that for the step. So tap up the spine just a little bit because you won't see this anyways. That piece is gonna get inserted right here. There we go. And I am going to let that dry. But I love 3 colors. I suppose you could probably even add another color if you wanted to. I've never done more than 3 colors yet. It's a lot of fun. This is probably one of my favorite techniques so far that I've learned. While we are waiting for this to dry, I'm going to show you real quick that I got this delivered. Yay! This is going to make my life so much easier and save on my poor old hands. I have no idea how to use it, but I know there's tutorials out there. And yeah, I also got a new paintbrush. Thank you, Amazon. And Lori Marie for the links. All right, I'm at the point now where everything has been painted the same. And so I just need to adhere now this acetate to the back. And I think what I'm going to do is use clear tacky glue instead of Mod Podge. I've already stabiloed around the inside window. You can see what a difference that makes. And I've already stabiloed around this edge, and I've ripped off the edges. I used to cut them off in my first book. Now I'm just going to take my tacky glue, the clear tacky glue, and just go all around the edge. I guess I just don't want to activate anything with the Mod Podge. The other piece that's going to go on top of this is still drying. I just put the yellow layer on, which I didn't think you needed to watch me do again since I had just done that. I'm going to put a substantial amount because I don't want this acetate to move around. Yikes. And then I am just going to, it's already getting dirty. I'm going to put it with the gold side facing down. There's really no way to mess it up. But what I'm going to have to do is lay something heavy on here now. And try not to ooze the glue into the window. I don't want to get my fingerprints on it either. So I'm going to take a couple new pieces. And that looks pretty good. I like it. It's cool. And I'm going to put that on this side. See the glue oozing. I'm good on this side. It's not oozing. And then I'm going to lay another piece on top here. I'll just do it like that. I've lifted some glue off. And now I'm going to get a book and put that on top of here, just to weigh it down a little bit. Sorry about the glare from the acetate. That'll be gone in a moment. I have my piece ready to insert, and it's going to go that way. But I'm going to do a couple things. I think I'm going to put the clear tacky glue around the acetate again. Just a little bit. And I'm just going to let that get a little tacky. And then I'm going to take my Mod Podge and just Mod Podge around the edge. Let me use my new brush. I like this brush better. The other one is way too long. Okay. Set this on a piece of plastic for a moment. Just using a baby wipe just to clean up my mat. Bring my book over, and then I'm going to lay. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to cut out the center. Okay, so yikes. What a dummy. Well, I hope like heck I get this right. If not, oh well, I am learning. Here we've got another tag. The Mod Podge is still obviously wet. I am not refilming this, so that is why I am just moving on. So I've got one tag started. This can be another tag. Set those aside. And yeah, now you know what we're going to do is we're going to put book pages on this side just in case it shows through. And I'm just going to kind of paint around it, I think. Otherwise, we will just have to see how good of a fit it is here. I think I'll be safe. I think I'll be okay. I don't think I need to put any book pages down. But what I do think I need to do is just maybe cut around it a little bit more and then stabilo. Let's try it. Yikes. What a disaster area I am. My gosh. We're putting the mixed media away for a while, I think, after this. So I'm just going to take it out a little bit. just to make sure, because I don't want any of this white to show on the inside. And I am not going to take the time to put book pages or paint it and all that kind of stuff. I guess this is how you learn. The good thing with mixed media is that you can fix it. If I was making a scrapbook album, like a mini album or a layout or something, and I goofed really bad, I mean, you pretty much have to start over. Now, let's see if I have enough room. So I don't have to worry. Yeah, so as long as I center it like that, I'm good. Take the Stabilo and go around it before I put it down. Maybe not. This Mod Podge is wet. What I am teaching here today is what not to do. So if you learn anything, learn that. Okay, let's try this again. So now that I have this bigger, take my Mod Podge again and go around. Making a mess. Okay, so now the moment of truth. There had to have been an easier way to do this, guys. Oh, hey, it adds kind of a frame. A wonky frame, but it adds a frame. Be careful. Just stay around this area. So it looks better on this side, in my opinion. And then there's this side, which you can see some of the book page. And that is going to bother me. I think. I may have to put things around there to fix that. Yep. Something's got to happen there. I'm going to have to put little images or something around this window. So again, I'm going to take some wax paper. Doesn't have any stuff on it. Set it on the side. And put my books back on there. tags can dry a little bit longer too. Maybe we'll do something fun with them. I'm anxious to try my new crocodile. In fact, we could do that right now with this one. Give this baby a try. I've got it on the 1/18th. I'm sure you guys have this or have used this, or I don't. So I'm excited. Let's see, oh, it's gonna go there. Okay. There, got a little hole there now. So I can find an image. This one I want to do something to the back, so I'm not going to do anything with that one right now. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to move this book out of the way. Because now what I think I want to do is add some stencil paste to this, or some stenciling to this with some texture paste. Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to use my new stencil that I got. This one. A while ago from Tuesday morning, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it was Hobby Lobby. It came in these cookie stencils, and I had a haul video on this. There's 2 in there. Okay. So remember the texture paste that I made last week, which I never did add anything to. That's okay. It'll be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of texture. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. And rinse off my stencil. Well, that was kind of a disaster, guys, so I don't know where I left off. I guess I'll find out when I edit. I got cut off, I had issues with this. But I just wanted to show you real quick how it turned out. So this will be the first page right here. I still need to find focal points, obviously. And then here is your acetate. So when you open it, there'll be an image behind here on this side. And then here's that side that got kind of weird. And you can see the book pages around it. I stipploed, and when I made these tags, I cut the corners off and I glued the corners here to kind of frame it. Not much else I can do about that. I don't want to futz with it anymore because anything I put along the side here is going to show on this side, and I don't want that. So we're just leaving it as is. So now to find my focal points, I'll be working on that this week. So I won't be able to get back to this until either this weekend or early next week. So I will keep you posted on this. And then I just wanted to show you this really cute tag that I made today. This mixed media tag. I love those little girls. I think they're so cute. Making you dizzy. Sorry about that. And then here's the other side, which I don't have a focal point on yet. This is still drying. So I think I filmed where I put the texture paste on there. And then I took some of these Recollections Glimmer Mist sprays and kind of sprayed over it. And now it really needs to dry. But when that dries, then this is going to go on there. This little guy, I put a butterfly behind him. So that'll be cute. And then this is what the back looks like. So still gotta find focal points for the backs of these and then get some ribbon. That's it. So thank you again so much for watching, everybody. I just wanted to take this moment to tell all of my new subscribers welcome, and to thank you so much to all of my current subscribers for your continuing support. And if you guys have any questions or comments, or if you like more of these kind of videos, please let me know. I do want to get back to journaling, and I do have cards I need to make, and finish up a couple more Happy Mail things, which, you know, I'm trying to get back into. Tomorrow I have my grandson, so I'm really hoping that tomorrow or Thursday my grandson and I can maybe do some crafting, make some cards or something. He loves to stamp and glue things down, so I'll try to videotape that as much as I possibly can, because everybody have a great rest of your week. Like I said, thank you to all my subscribers, new and old. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.